Today we are chatting about how too many tourists can affect cities, focusing on Santa Marta, a city in Colombia. And the person who worked on this model is here to tell us more. So, could you share a bit about yourself?
Hello, my name is Januar Moreno. I am an economist in the University of Magdalena in Colombia. I am a researcher in applied economic and the complex economic.
Let's start from the beginning. Why did you decide to study tourism and over tourism in Santa Marta, and what's the main goal of this model?
Okay, I start talking about the research problem in this model. In the world, we have emergence of social movements or residents against tourists in many destinations, such as Amsterdam, Barcelona, Venice. It is a problem around the world. It is showing the impotence felt by residents in the face of rapid change and the difficulties of local government for managing it. And the purpose of the model is to illustrate the spatial and temporal distribution of population and tourists in the city of Santa Marta. Santa Marta is a medium city in terms of population. According to different levels in the number of tourists we visit it. Illustration the moment in which the city is in a situation of over-tourism and analyze the result of the proposed management strategy. The model has different entities. The global environment is the spatial limit of the artificial world. It is the city. The agents are residents and tourists that are moving by recreation and return to home. The block spatial units represent polygons where agents are doing their activities. They are home and tourist site. The road network spatial unit is made of light and nodes through which agents move between blocks. The model has input data of previous research, the tourist statistic of the city, geographic information system, and population census. About assessment of strategies, there are two management measures. The measures were selected because they are plausible in the short term. The short term for me is 1 year, and observable with the parameters and variables of this model. None of the measure may change in the number of tourists that enter the urban system, since it is an undesirable measure for the actors of the tourist sector and difficult to apply. In this sense, the measures only have an effect on the spatial and temporal distribution.
So, what about the challenges? What big challenges did you face while working on this model and developing that? And how did you deal with them?
I think the main challenge was the absence of tourist data for input and validation of the model. Because the statistical systems are deficient for the necessity of conceptual model. The statistical center compiles, aggregates temporal and spatial information, and the previous research at annual indicators. But the model is working with a spatial scale of block and time scale of hours. Then we have the disaggregate that information. However, it is a limitation for the specific research, but I think It is advantage for the ABM because even when there is no specific data, we can build possible scenarios.
Now, let's talk about the results and findings based on the analysis of this model. What did your model find out about how tourism and, in fact, over tourism affect Santa Marta?
Uh, the model allows to see possible scenarios of the spatial and temporal distribution of tourists and residents. Then we can see different pressures over space and time. It is in disaggregated scales because the indicator or other research as being constructed in annuals or all the city. Uh, it is a limitation of the previous research because the indicator are aggregators. Also, the previous research has separate the tourist space of the resident space. For example, many studies have studied a specific tourist site as a beach, a park, or a historic center. This model allows to see interaction of the tourist and resident in the urban space. We have delimited areas of different disciplines. Yes, we have urban economy about the relation of the economy in the city. We have the tourist research of the topic, on which information about your topic. We have a research about mobility, temporarily mobility. We topic about your discipline, about your topic. This model allow the interaction with that topic. Other important results is a new tourist intensity. It is possible because the model allows to think about other metrics of the phenomenon. Then we think in one indicator that it up into account only the part of the team of the time in that tourist is in the destination. It allows a best tourist intensity in the indicator.
So, what's next for this model? Any new directions or follow-up studies?
The next step for the topic is the promotion of this kind of model as a practical tool for stakeholders. The city may change or strategies of reactive management of overtourism to a proactive management. This model, well, the ABM allow uh, think in proactive management. For example, in Colombia, we had measured about the growth of the policeman. It is the only proactive action. The rest of the space or the management or the measure are not proactive. We are linking new excuse me, we are linking new subsystems in the model. We are going to analyze the relationship between tourists and water, especially with the groundwater in Santa Marta city, because this city is on an aquifer with the 50% of the hydric offer of the city. It is an important result for the life of resident and the space of the tourists. The water is very, very important for this city.
Thanks, Tom, for sharing your insights on this model and project with us.
Thank you. Thank you.